I want to thank you for being curious about this program, for taking a step into your own power. It's not the easiest thing in the world, and I greatly appreciate that you're here with me. So over the next 3 weeks, we're going to cover a wealth of information on all kinds of topics that you may not think are relevant to health or transformation or food or whatever. Trust me, I promise they are, and it'll somehow all make sense. I'm going to give you some tricks, ways to live more naturally. I'm going to explain why I believe most weight loss programs fail. I'm going to get you past your initial fears of being healthy, hopefully. This is a course in empowerment, though, not in weight loss. Weight loss is a side effect. If you are healthy, weight loss just kind of happens. I'm not focused on the weight loss. Humans by nature don't like anything that they're losing, so just the term weight loss often kind of fails subconsciously. We're going to gain health for you instead. You're probably going to question things that I say. I appreciate that, and I actually want you to. I want you to research it a little further. What I do ask is that we kind of stay away from Google and just go back to those beautiful big things that have books in them. I think they're called libraries. Or go to books and get your information that way. Social media is a real bad way to get information. That's how a lot of people get misinformation. It's actually kind of how I started doing all these courses, was because people were like, but I read this and so said this and I posted this and then they commented that and then they shared this and then we'll get to that. We're also going to cover an understanding an ancient healthcare versus our what I call sick care model. I've been there. Wherever you are, I've probably been there. We've all been in somebody, in each other's shoes. This is about progress, it's not about perfection. So over the years, I've learned the missing key components of many wellness programs are the how-to and why aspects. I'm talking Weight Watchers, I'm talking like anything out there that is one of those kinds of programs. And this is that weight loss program where they fail that I was talking about in the beginning. How will you be able to continue this once the 3 weeks are over? Because that's the most important part. That's the transformation. It doesn't happen in 3 weeks. If it did, we'd all be amazing human beings and we'd never need transformation and you wouldn't be sitting here. It's going to take a little longer. How will you be able to coordinate it all into your hectic life? It's hectic. Life is hectic. I'm going to help you make it a little less hectic. How will you gain competence and confidence about your new way of being? Why are we not addressing other parts of our lives when we're dealing with late weight loss? And that will be this first section. That's what we're going to cover, are those other parts. Why are we not focusing on the mental, physical, and spiritual aspects of food instead of just counting calories or points or whatever it is? There's much more to food than just calories. And why is this even important? Because your mind and body must be aligned in order for it to work. I don't want you to survive on less sleep. I know plenty of people who survive perfectly fine on less sleep. They can get 4 hours and just survive perfectly fine. I'm not here to help you survive. I'm here to help you thrive. I want you to thrive and be fully engaged in your life, and that means sleeping more than maybe you do. Some interesting facts. I was obsessed, first off. Probably about 14 or 15 years old, I would go to the library one summer vacation and just study sleep, just for fun, because I have liked sleep for that long. Sleep patterns, the cycles of sleep that we went through, circadian rhythms, dream analysis, you name it, that summer was all inundated with sleep stuff. It's continued throughout my life, and so now you get to hear a lot of the information that I've learned over the years. We spend 25 to 30% of our lives sleeping, yet 5% of the population reports having sleep trouble. That's a lot of people who can't sleep. 80% of the population is diagnosed as sleep deprived, and that's just diagnosed. 80%. 20% or more of all medical visits are sleep related. Those are recorded visits. So how about all the people who don't go to the doctor? How about all the people who don't mention necessarily this is a symptom or that is a symptom, and the doctor never knows, so he never records it? Many sleep issues, such as erratic sleep patterns, are stress or tension related. Sleep is important for cellular repair, hormone regulation, and protecting our immune system function. It aids in processing memories, emotion, and learning. Sleep makes you smarter. It's a proven fact. I like to sleep a lot because I want to be really, really pretty smart the older I get. Those always on the go often fall victim to a health crisis so the body can rest. It's pretty simple. If you don't give the body rest, it will take it one way or another. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens like when we're on vacation and we're like having a really good time, and then all of a sudden we get the flu because you've been really, really busy, really working yourself really hard and not sleeping. That's why I cover sleep first. This goes in a natural order, by the way, because sleep is really important to me. In Chinese medicine, every hour of sleep prior to midnight equals 2 hours of sleep. That's pretty cool. Ayurveda recommends sleeping before 10 p.m. for optimal sleep health. Both of those Eastern philosophies. I'm way in there. I will probably be in bed by the time you guys get home. There are two different periods of sleep. There's one before midnight, and this is when the body purifies and rejuvenates itself. Now you see why it's so important in Chinese medicine, because that's when the body is fixing itself in deep sleep. The deepest part of sleep, this is the deepest part of our sleep, with oxygen consumption at a mere 8%. Your body is really just trying to heal at that point. Not even breathing, just trying to heal. 75% of sleep is spent in non-REM sleep, with the majority being light sleep. Every sleep cycle has its importance. After about 30 minutes into sleeping, you transition from light sleep into deep sleep. This is when the immune system completes body repairs and kills cells such as cancer cells. Proven fact. More sleep facts. The first stage of REM, which is rapid eye movement, typically occurs after 90 minutes of being asleep. Your brain processes and stores information and memories. REM increases as the night goes on. So this is how your body is starting to respond to the day. It's why your dreams often reflect what's going on in the day, or a decision that you're making, this, that, and the other, because that's how your brain is processing. Light sleep assists in processing short-term memory, so it's also very important. Deep sleep is physical recharge, and REM is the mental recharge. So you can see that all stages often have a lot of heart conditions. Unfortunately, the circulatory system is one of the systems that is greatly affected by people being awake at night and working night shifts, which I will get into. They also, unfortunately, people on that shift statistically train your brain, train your body, train this, that, and the other. Your body does what you want it to do if you stick with it and you tell it what you want to do. Whatever input you give in, that's the output that it's going to give you. If you consistently sleep, meditate, exercise at the same times, your body's going to react and do what it needs to do. Avoid caffeine after 12 p.m., especially within 4 hours of going to bed. I can drink a cup of coffee and fall asleep. I'm not going to lie to you. But I will wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I won't have a good night's sleep. It doesn't matter if I can, again, fall asleep when I'm supposed to. We're talking about staying asleep and getting good sleep quality throughout the entire night. Sleeping pills should absolutely be avoided, as with anything else like that. Try herbal teas such as valerian, peppermint, chamomile, lavender, oat straw, comfrey, St. John's wort, etc. Alternate nostril breathing. What this does is it balances the left and the right hemisphere of your brain. So you can hold your hand like this. I've seen it done some things like this. It's always your right hand. They don't use your left hand. You plug one nostril, breathe in. You hold it, and then you exhale, and then you reverse it. So you inhale, hold it, and exhale. What that does is it slowly starts to balance your brain. It feels amazing. If I do it much more, then we'll just be sleeping on the floor. Cooling breath. This relieves excess heat in the body. If you're outside and it's really hot, or you're a fiery person, I'm a very fiery person by nature, so I'm always going, this is an excellent one to cool you down. Can anybody here not curl their tongue? Everyone can. If you can, all you do is this. You feel how cool that is? List is an excellent application that you can list the goal and then all the little checks that go with it and the things that you need to do. You can assign it to other people. It's great for offices. Follow the ABCDE protocol. Prioritize according to importance and save time. In the handout that I'll send you, I do explain the ABCDE protocol. Basically, if it's an A priority, everything's going upside down if you don't complete that day. Your house is gonna burn down, you're gonna lose your children, like in the woods or something. It's gonna be really, really bad. And then it gradually goes down the list. D is delegate, E is eliminate. Those are things that you just don't honestly need to be doing. Not giving away your morning to the news, social media, etc. will give you the time to plan your ABCDEs. Isn't that amazing? I've just swapped your time out for you. Schedule blocks of time for similar tasks.